Hello. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mighty for Reals Point. And today we have an interesting. Put my glasses on. Today we've got an interesting topic. Anyway, to cut the long story short, there's a war in the Middle East. America and Israel decided to bomb Iran. And anyway, I'm not going to go in details about the war, but what effect is that got to? How is that affecting people in around the world, particularly here in Europe? So you do know that, like the rest of the world, we get our oil mostly from the Middle East, and when there's a war over there, it affects everybody. So I've had reports that petrol stations are starting to close down here in Britain, and I decided to get the camera out and go out for a short drive to investigate. So come with me, and we'll see what's going on, whether it's true or not. So I'll catch you. I'm going to drive around, and we'll see a couple of petrol stations in and around the Greater Manchester area. Thanks a lot for following me. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and we're off. Anyway, I'll catch you at every stop and we'll have a chat. Here we go. So I'll start with the nearest petrol station where I am. I'll just drive through. But my destination is Costco, because I want to fill my car up. But I'm going to pass a couple of petrol stations to see what's going on. Thank you. Okay. So I know there's a petrol station around here. I'll just pass by and see what's going on. Here we go. What is this? A Texaco. Ooh, is there any queues? Seems to be okay. Seems nice, but the first thing you see is the prices. The prices are ridiculous. Prices are ridiculous. That's okay. Let me ask my man here. I'll go in and ask this gentleman here. Yeah, I'll ask him. So I'm gonna ask around here, see what's going on. Hello, my brother. How you doing?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you got enough fuel?
Sorry?
Have you got is there any chance the fuel is going to run out?
Fuel?
You know, your fuel. Is there any chance you're running out of fuel? Because there's places that are running out of fuel.
We haven't stopped.
I know Tesco in Hindley is run out of fuel. Like there's no petrol.
Is it?
Yeah, there's no petrol. They've got diesel, but petrol unleaded out.
Yeah.
So you guys are well stocked?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thanks a lot. And it's going to be like that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I think some people are just panic buying in the bigger places. I just want to see if I have to fill up my engine, my thingy now, or because down south it's been reported that some petrol stations are closing down. You know, because of the war in the Middle East.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just passing around to see if the same situation is going on. So you're saying there's no,
Yeah, we haven't stopped.
there's enough. There's enough.
We have enough.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. So brother there has told me everything is good, yeah. So are there people panic buying? Could be the reason. All right. So it looks like that's the gentleman has told me all is good. There's no reason to panic. He says he's all stocked up and people shouldn't panic. But Tesco just up the road had all their pumps closed. There was no unleaded this morning. I was there this morning, so maybe different suppliers. But anyway, I'll catch up with you guys on another stop from now. Let me just continue the drive because the next petrol station is a few miles away from me. But I'll check down there and then I'll update you guys. Yeah. So we are in Ashton. So the first petrol station we went to was in Plattbridge. That's a neighborhood of Wigan, Greater Manchester. And now here we're in Ashton. And there is a little Tesco garage here. I want to see what's going on. Is it people panic buying or are we really running out of fuel? You know, you need to know. So if we're running out of fuel, I'm gonna go and get my fuel can and fill it up. Hell yeah, I don't want to run out. But for sure, certain places have run out. But to be honest, you can see the prices have gone up. So we are being affected by this war, ladies and gentlemen, in the Middle East. Look at those prices here in Tesco. Let's see. I'll pass by to see if all their pumps are working. Okay. No. Oh, the pumps seem to be working. And no queues, but the first telltale sign is the prices. The prices are not very friendly. So the prices have shot up. So which is a proper reflection of the war that's going on in the Middle East, ladies and gentlemen. So for those of you who are not following this, so most of us, like I said during the introduction, most places in the world get their oil from the Middle East, and anytime there's a war in the Middle East, it affects the whole world. Actually, Iran has control of one of the most important shipping routes in the world, the Strait of Hormuz. That's where oil from all those oil-producing countries comes from, passes through. I'm talking about all those countries around there, United Arab Emirates. Road is closed ahead, Can't go that way. How are we going to do it? Can go across this side?
You'll have to go past the park.
Or the other side, yeah. No, there's a left turn there, and to the other side there is. You'll see it. We passed there before. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I was trying to tell you, the Strait of Hormuz, about 90% of all world oil goes through there, because Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, countries like Kuwait, they all get their oil passing there. So the Iranians control that. So if that's shut down, then yes, it's going to have a knock-on effect. And also refineries have been hit in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, so there's gonna be oh, I'm gonna go back here. We can go up that way. Yes, yeah, I know. Yeah. So all that has got a knock-on effect on how the oil sector all around the world is affected. So yes, as much as some petrol stations here in the northwest of England are still open, but the prices reflect that. Yeah, when there's the laws of economics, wherever supply is low, it drives up the prices. So this is what we're seeing. But I'm not saying we could. I don't want to scare anybody, but we could get to a point whereby certain areas or even the whole country might run out of fuel. Hope it doesn't happen, because as much as a lot of people drive electric cars, the majority of people use internal combustion engines, which obviously we use unleaded or diesel. So the majority of people, not only that, factories and that. So anyway, yeah, as I was trying to explain to the viewers, yes, it has a knock-on effect on the prices, and yeah, there's been reports in certain areas down south. There's been total shortage of fuel. We're still a bit lucky here in the northwest, but if you look at the prices of fuel now up here, then we might not be too far off. I hope it doesn't come to that, but so far, there's still a bit of fuel up here. But I want to go here to a Costco where I normally buy my fuel, so I want to fill up the car. I'm not panic buying, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to fill up my car. But I must admit that the thought of fuel running out got me a little bit uncomfortable. So yeah, those of you who don't understand how events so far away, that might seem so far away, how they can affect you, you need to wake up. So you know, most of Europe turned down Russian oil. The Russians have got oil ready to go, but because of politics of the Ukraine war, Europeans decided to stop getting oil from Russia, and that leaves us with the Middle East, some African countries, but mainly the Middle East are the biggest producer of oil, suppliers of oil. So if there's a war there, which Donald Trump, that lunatic, decided to, to start, the Americans are okay because they produce their own domestic oil. They do. So they don't care about us. They absolutely don't care about us. They can bomb the Middle East. Actually, it does work out in their advantage because America is one of the producers of oil. So if we can't have Russian oil, and now they're bombing the Middle East, so it leaves Europe. Europe is not very few countries in Europe. Europe is not a producer of oil. There's a few countries that have got a few offshore regions, but it's a drop in the sea. So Europe depends on the Middle East and Africa for oil. Russia is one of the biggest producers of oil, but obviously, like I told you, with Russian oil being sanctioned, that leaves us the Middle East. And then this lunatic Donald Trump and his gang, the Israelis, decided to bomb Iran. Decided to bomb Iran. So that leaves us. I don't know what that white car is doing. Go. Jesus Christ. What is he doing, this white car?
Beacon.
What are you doing? Idiot. He's just blocking the entrance. Did you see him there? So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about that, but you get all these idiots on the road. You don't even know if he knows where he's going, but there's not knowing where you're going, but you know he's making a U-turn there. But you need to know how to drive. Idiot just can't drive. Anyway, yeah. So to cut the long story short, ladies and gentlemen, as I approach my final destination, which is Costco here, I see all the traffic coming out. This is always an indicator that it's quite busy. And Costco being busy at this time means one thing: fuel. So very unleaded 124, still good. 134, not too bad. Bit cheaper. There you go. Yes. Okay, here we go. Costco fuel. To be honest, the early signs are not too bad. I expected this queue to be longer than this. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, so a lot of people are in work, and yeah, you could have said before maybe. So this is how Costco looks like. The pumps at Costco, quite busy, but not very bad, I must say. It's not very bad. These are, not very, very bad. So is it been a case of panic buying? Are people worried that petrol is going to run out? Because like I said, this was always going to be an investigation, investigating to see if obviously the pumps are running out. But from what I see, driven through 3 petrol stations in and around the area I was in, and everything seems to be okay. Though the Tesco definitely was running out of fuel. But here it seems to be okay. I don't know what the. I'll see when we get to the pumps itself, because we might get there and there's no petrol, but there's no unleaded, but there is diesel like it was in Tesco. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, according to my investigation today, it looks like we might still be okay, but we're not out of the woods yet. For as long as this war in the Middle East is going on, we are at risk of running out. This one? We're risk this one? We're at risk of running out of of petrol. But so far so good here at Costco. It's a big Costco. This is the wholesale. Prices are a bit lower here, so a lot of people come here and fuel up. So, but doesn't seem to be out of the. Doesn't seem to be worrying. But like I said, it's early in the morning, but a lot of people are concerned, and I am concerned as well, because I know where the oil comes from, and if there is a war in the Middle East, everybody suffers, because 90% of world's oil comes from the Middle East, countries like Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Oman. These are the countries that produce 90% of the oil that we use, that runs the world. The Americans produce for their market. One of the biggest producers is America, but most of it is consumed in America. And Europe is not a very is not a very big producer of oil. Very little. It's like a drop in the sea, like I said. So it looks everything is okay here, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't think we should panic yet, but we have to be concerned, obviously, because of the reasons I told you. But the prices are going up, definitely. So that concerns me, obviously. But at least the pumps are still running, I must say. But this is just a small area that I've covered. So you tell me on your side, wherever you live, you can put it down in the comment section. Is it affecting where you are, and should we be worried that it's coming here as well? At the moment it's hitting our pockets, but we still can get a bit of fuel. And but anyway, just to summarize everything so far, there is a bit of oil, there's a bit of fuel, but this can change very fast, ladies and gentlemen, because of that war ongoing. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching till this far, from the northwest of England, especially here in Greater Manchester. Things still be okay, but like I said, things can change very fast. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, stay informed. I'm out.